It must be about 3,000 feet up now, I'd say. Wow, look at that.
A mysterious sight in the sky. In the last couple of hours, our newsroom has been flooded with messages asking what it could be.
Did you see it? A mysterious object seen in the western Oklahoma City skies.
Faster than that, what is that?
And my neighbor Kevin goes, "Hey Steve, take a look at this." And we look up and this white thing appeared in the sky.
Oh, wow.
That's a UFO.
Look, it's separating from itself.
It's white, it has no wings, it has no rotors. I go, holy, what is that? This thing would go instantaneous from one way to another, similar to if you threw a ping pong ball against a wall. It's beyond anything that I've ever seen. Crosses my nose, and it's gone. And I'm like, whoa.
Flying high in the sky, these people get to experience the floating mysteries no one knew about.
What is that?
No idea.
Glowing balls, soaring creatures, and extraterrestrial beings. Just when you think you've seen it all, these creatures will pop out from everywhere to leave you shocked.
Look here.
Oh.
Back in February 2020, an Airbus A320 was flying over Medellin, Colombia, making its normal routine flights. However, to the captain's shock, he found out there was an unwanted intruder in the skies. Flying at a mighty altitude of 30,000 feet, the pilot pointed his mobile phone camera towards the odd metallic-looking object.
Pilots are the people who work in the sky and operate in it, so they're going to have the best view of any potential UFOs around them.
As the image zoomed in further, it was seen that the unknown object sharing the skies with the pilot looked like a dark metal cube with sticking out spikes.
It has these kind of little points that stick out. It does seem to be darker in color and not like a bright, shining balloon.
However, one suggestion states that it could be an extraterrestrial invasion caught on camera.
Whatever this is, it definitely shouldn't be there.
If this is true, shouldn't we prepare ourselves for an alien invasion? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Flying UFO. Passengers on a flight from Los Angeles captured what appeared to be an unidentified object flying near the plane at an altitude of over 20,000 feet. Its diamond shape and the super fast speed were what caught the attention of the online community, and the video went viral. When we hear about UFO sightings, it's easy to let our imaginations run wild with images of alien spacecraft and otherworldly visitors. But in reality, UFOs could be drones, weather balloons, unusual cloud formations, or even optical illusions caused by light in the atmosphere. While alien enthusiasts believe this was something extraterrestrial, no official statements have been made, keeping its true identity a mystery. Unknown spaceship. This video showed a strange object in the sky, which was shot on a bright sunny day. Something extremely unique and very astonishing. A metallic spaceship with a triangular crystal form appears, almost as if it is transporting an entire extraterrestrial civilization prepared to conquer Earth. When the image was further enlarged, it became clear that this spacecraft was huge, and it almost seemed as if it was ready to land on Earth. However, this raises our curiosity, and we are still determining what happened that day at that time. Camera sucked out. A group of 4 friends were all squeezed together in a small Cessna plane with a pilot when one of them did something unexpected. He opened his tiny window, trying to capture the magnificent view of the skies, but his camera got sucked away by the strong wind. It happened due to the decreasing pressure of the wind at such high speeds. Although he could never retrieve his camera, the incident ended with them laughing over their friend's mistake. Dorito-shaped UFO. You won't believe what awaits us next. A random guy had captured footage of a UFO in the strange shape of a Dorito in the sky. At a height of around 3,000 feet, the strange object that resembled a spaceship certainly amazed and mystified the nearby people.
It must be about 3,000 feet up now, I'd say. Wow, look at that.
The one who was taking the video seemed stunned by what he was witnessing and found it extremely hard to believe. What's even more bizarre is that this UFO was enormous in size and appeared to be preparing to release an entire generation of aliens. These things seem to be extremely mind-boggling. Do add some comments down below and let us know what you think of this. Unidentified balloon-shaped object. A family seemed to become more and more certain that they had seen a UFO that looked to be set on fire. Seems quite unbelievable, right? However, could that have been a balloon which seemed to be set on fire?
Quoi? Hey, c'était vraiment nice. C'est un vaisseau. On le voit? Oh, ça
According to a writer from Canada who had seen more UFO sightings over Quebec than any other province, Canada has a considerable UFO history. The item looked extremely fascinating as it appeared to be hanging mid-air and was not moving at all.
Canada has a significant UFO history.
The object is quite curious to me because it seems to have no visible means of propulsion. So this very well could be something not of this world.
A video analyst and an aviation expert investigated the video, which involved a three-dimensional balloon with a highly reflective surface lit by the sun. They believe the light was red and colorful due to the balloon's strong light reflection, but cannot explain why it appeared on fire. This seems interesting, right? Wait till you see what else we have on today's upcoming video.
So I think that this is an actual object. I can't say it's not a UFO, unequivocally, but I do believe it's a Mylar balloon.
Tic-tac shaped UFO. This video shows a man traveling in a passenger plane at a height far higher than the mountains. But you might be shocked by what his camera records next. A UFO that resembles a tic-tac can be observed emitting a lot of light and seems to be occasionally stopping, even though it appears to be traveling at a very rapid speed. The fact that it was moving from one place to the other in literally a blink of an eye was something that no one could understand. No one will ever know what the thing was. But if you have any theories, you may post them in the comments below. Dragons spotted in China. In this video, we can see a weird dragon-like creature spotted by a man in China. That's unbelievable, right? Wait until you watch this footage with your own eyes. The man who was filming the video thought it was a bird at first. However, as he zoomed in, it slowly became clear that the creature was not just a bird of any sort. It was a dragon that had proper huge wings and was seen making its way into the mountains. Well, nobody knows what might be happening behind those mountains. Shadow structure discovered. Back in the USA, during a severe thunderstorm, something very shocking happens. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. As soon as lightning strikes, we can see a huge figure of someone carrying a cane in their hands. This figure seems to be a huge shadow amongst the skies, yet nobody can figure out what it is. The person making the video also seems to be expressing confusion and is in a state of utter shock. Nobody quite knows who it was and who it might have been. But do comment below what or who you think it might be. Ghosts seen in Thailand. Internet users' interest has been piqued by a viral film that was portraying ghostly travelers at Phuket, Thailand airport. The footage showed ghostly beings sprinting beside an aircraft tube. However, no connection to an actual aircraft is seen. The passengers are unknown, and the gateway was hanging in midair. Various theories have been put up to account for the peculiar sight, such as the passengers being a reflection from another bridge, the incorrect gate being left open, and the passengers forming a queue to go to the correct entrance. While some viewers were left feeling afraid and shocked, others wonder how the cameraman managed to remain so calm. If I was the cameraman, I would have frozen in a state of shock. Undescribed ghost object. This video was taken back in March 2019 and shows yet another mystery fly past. These two distinctive streams might represent contrails from a far-off aircraft. even though at first glance, this would appear to be a shape-shifting monster wandering the sky. When it comes to the aircraft itself, it's likely that the brightness of the sky simply overpowers the camera sensor, causing it to only detect the trail left behind and incorrectly show the low contrast picture of the jet itself. Naturally, there is also the possibility that the unidentified flying object has some other more fantastical explanation. Snake on a plane. As we can see in this video, something very shocking has taken place. A snake was stuck in the wing of an aircraft in Malaysia and was being taken out by a group of workers before it did any sort of harm inside to the passengers. Lucky for the passengers, no sort of harm was done. This is one major reason why airline pilots and engineers do a thorough inspection of the plane before taking off. If this happened to me, I surely would get scared. Woman stranded alone. At Toronto's International Airport, a woman named Tiffany was stranded aboard an Air Canada aircraft. Her phone died and she woke up alone on the plane. She had overslept and woke up 2 hours after the plane had landed. She immediately contacted her friend. This was the only good thing she did before her phone died soon after she dropped the message, and was unable to charge her phone since the plane had no power.
Said her plane would have landed 2 hours ago. She texted me that she just woke up. I said, I don't know what's going on, but she's at the airport.
There was no power on the empty plane, so she couldn't charge her phone. She fumbled around in the pitch dark and made her way to the front of the aircraft and actually entered the cockpit.
After finding a torch from the cockpit and trying to signal someone, her efforts to be spotted failed, and her friend informed the authorities, who instantly came to help her. However, Tiffany's experience on board raised major security concerns, especially regarding passenger safety. Strange-shaped UFO. There was a very unusual incident in Scottsdale, Arizona. A strange circular object was spotted in the sky, with an incredibly bright, dark blue light coming from it. The remainder of the neighbors, who were as shocked and in disbelief, were confused by what appeared to be a UFO in the sky, constantly spinning in circles.
So if you're in Scottsdale right now, near McDowell and Hayden Road, you're gonna see this thing in the sky. We don't know what it is.
Nobody could believe what they saw. Even until the very end of this footage, this thing hovered in the sky for a very long period. Weird, right? Well, stay tuned, because we've got more exciting stuff coming up. Sea Kraken. As we continue on our journey to Ballstone Beach in Massachusetts, USA, a very unusual event occurs in the water. A sea creature was seen. This would have made sense if it happened over 1,000 years ago. When the camera pans closer, we can make out a strange aquatic creature, possibly a kraken of some kind, standing upright in the water. In addition, its tail is visible moving in the background. Even when the image is shown from a different angle, the sea dragon can be seen more clearly. And after a minute, it disappears out of the blue. Poof! Massive monster. On a typical day while you're traveling someplace, you notice something suddenly taking over the sky. Unbelievable and strange things start to happen. Nobody is sure what this object is, but it appears to be a massive monster with wings that are gradually spreading. I'm as startled as you are after seeing this, and I have no idea what this fascinating creature might have been. Perhaps this creature may have been a dragon of some sort, or a supernatural occurrence with no real explanation. Unknown objects in the sky. Even though this video is shot either in China or in Japan and is extremely short, if we watch it repeatedly, I notice that everyone on the street is staring at the same object in the clouds. If this is the real thing, then what is it? It's hard to say, but it could be a fleet of luminous objects or drones. Or it could be an unexplained glitch in Sword. What is your take on this unexplained mystery? Weird red alien lights. Alien life had been suggested by a strange red light that a pilot oversaw above the Pacific Ocean. Some people think it was proof of an alien invasion or military drill. Experts, however, have offered assistance to those looking for solutions. At first, the pilot made jokes about being in the midst of a military drill or an extraterrestrial invasion. Online users then theorized about an underwater volcanic eruption, an unexplained UFO being the most widely accepted theory after closely observing the images and the captured video. The most reasonable explanation for the red lights is that they were commercial fishing vessels attracting mackerel-like fish while dazzling red arrays of LED lights. Saucer-shaped cloud. There are rumors that aliens are going to land because of a saucer-shaped cloud that was traveling above Moscow. A bystander in the Russian capital noticed it low in the sky over Andropov Avenue and pulled out his phone to begin shooting. The person filming the video seemed extremely puzzled, trying to figure out what this bizarre-looking creature is in the sky. Perhaps something extraterrestrial? While filming this video, even the person tried to figure out whether this creature was a UFO or just a strange phenomenon. Skyscrapers above clouds. Just imagine this. You're on a plane 20,000 feet above the sky, possibly even more minding your own business, when all of a sudden you see something quite unbelievable. Something shocking! A passenger flying from California to Massachusetts, Boston, witnessed a beautiful sunset and on top of that, captured skyscrapers peaking above the thick clouds. Regardless of the thick and dense fog weather advisory that was given by the weather station. Despite that being a beautiful sight, I would have been in a state of shock if I had seen that on my airplane journey. Uninvited guest on an airplane. You're on a Qantas Airways airplane and are on your way to Papua New Guinea when all of a sudden you see something very shocking. You won't believe it, but a woman on the left side of the airplane saw what she considered to be a snake's head coming out of the engine. As the cabin staff approached the glass, they saw the snake attempting to make its way back to the aircraft's wing. The snake's body had emerged, but even after the plane made a U-turn, the snake didn't give up and continued to be attached to the aircraft, with half of it wrapped around something. The snake, exposed to temperatures as low as -12 degrees, kept trying to pull himself back in as the aircraft got closer to the destination. How crazy is that? Alien-like creature found. According to the video's description, an unidentified young man saw this terrifying sky phenomenon in Baltimore and thankfully captured it on camera. He said he had never seen anything like it, and at first, it seemed extremely believable. When this creature started to move its limbs, we realized that this was an unexplained object. Some have suggested that it was an angel coming to Earth from heaven, or a manifestation of God. But general agreement among network users is still lacking. Nobody knows what it was, so do let us know what you may think it is in the comments down below. Giant human in Taiwan. Something really strange and inexplicable happened recently in Taiwan. Wait till you see it. A blue light emerged in the sky, perhaps taking the form of a human or something even more mysterious that is unknown to science. Even though the individuals in the video appear to be talking to each other about it, they are just as equally baffled as we are. No one knew what that object was. Could it have been a glitch in the Matrix? Diamond-shaped object. An unknown creature in an incredibly complicated form that no one could recognize was spotted in the water on a cloudy day. You won't believe what was seen as the image was zoomed in. A diamond-shaped object had been spotted circling the sky. Could it be an extraterrestrial being or a spacecraft inhabited by aliens? It eventually faded slowly back into the clouds. It appeared to be extremely confusing. Therefore, please share your thoughts in the comment section below and let us know what you think this may be. Secret object. This unidentified object was seen over the Caribbean islands of Cuba last summer. It had a white ball that rotated constantly around it. It appeared that this rotating object was moving like a radar, and more importantly, was focusing 360 degrees around itself. It's possible that this was not an alien ship, but rather a secret U.S. military radar that was being tested by the U.S. Navy. The U.S. Navy would most likely have been connected to this futuristic thing, in my opinion, given that one of the American military facilities is situated in these parts of Cuba. Please share your thoughts about this unknown flying machine in the comment section below. Ancient dragon. One day, while strolling outside on a typically beautiful day, you see something unsettling and confusing in the sky. Outside their home, a few people spotted an interesting winged creature flying across the sky. The creature seemed extremely primitive and ancient. Perhaps it might have been a dragon?
Wow. Humanoid.
Upon zooming in, the puzzling creature seemed to be a dragon of some sort. The weird creature instantly passed out or stopped moving upon hitting the ground, possibly due to its death. These perplexing events occur daily, increasing our curiosity about what they may be. Group of angels. Back in 2021, you were minding your own business and were out running errands when you noticed something startling and utterly incredible in the sky. A pair of angels. You read it correctly, a real angel. Two angels can be seen made up of white light, traveling in an extremely synchronized manner across the sky even after the image has been zoomed. These angels become much more visible even when the image is magnified by 400%. However, a few seconds later, they immediately vanish back into the sky. Whoa! White light generating UFO.
Si è diviso, guarda. Oh, uno è volato via.
In this video, we can see two individuals conversing with each other in Spanish while filming a video about an unusual looking item, namely a UFO on a rocky, hilly terrain. What was seen next will shock you. Upon magnifying the image, it became clear that these were round things moving extremely quickly here and there, generating a very bright light. It can't be identified what these things are, however. Do let me know what you think these might be in the comments below. Superman-like creature. Something really strange happened in Sydney. What you are about to witness will definitely leave, which may seem almost supernatural. In Sydney, someone recorded footage of something that appeared to be a person soaring in the sky. As of right now, nobody knows what it was, or may have been. And yes, I am as confused as you are. But it appeared to be a creature similar to Superman, except without the cape. It appeared as though the thing was moving towards the sky. All of this appears to be very complicated, yet this has to be some type of supernatural event occurring in my opinion. Angels in the sky. Objects in the sky above Odessa, Ukraine did not resemble other clouds that were nearby. Many people were shocked to see such clouds, and some were even frightened experts who believed that seeing them was a lucky sign, especially if no one else saw them but you. This means that the angel is watching over you and will not let anything bad happen. According to their beliefs, these are just clouds formed by such an angelic figure. There's nothing strange here. But what do you think about this phenomenon in Odessa? This supernatural occurrence shocked many people to their core, including me. However, it seems extremely puzzling. If you have any thoughts that you would like to share with us, post them in the comments section below. Trio of angels. Unbelievably, 3 angels are seen flying above Japan in a group. The angels are flying in circles in the sky and are reflecting a lot of white light, even after the image has been zoomed in. But eventually these angels vanish and are no longer visible. Nobody is sure if these angels were sent down by God upon us or if they are some sort of old primitive dragon-like beast. This supernatural phenomenon sent shivers down many viewers' spines and left them in a state of shock. Odd structure on the moon. I'm not sure where to start when it comes to the mysterious places and things in life, but if there's one place I can't stop staring at, it's the moon. I think there's a lot more to it than we could ever imagine. And I think that's exactly what's happening here in this video, where we can see some sort of odd structure on the moon's surface. The quality of the footage isn't that great, but it's clear that there's something that appears to be a bridge or tower, though it's difficult to pinpoint exactly what this object could be. However, it's safe to say that this object is in a place where it should not be. Magical horse. I'm not sure what's going on here. Is this a magical horse that can somehow fly? Or was someone controlling the simulation incorrectly? But it gets more interesting. Man captured this video in 2005 while strolling around Italy one night. As you can see, a horse appears to be hovering in the sky. Crazy, right? The last time I checked, horses weren't supposed to be able to fly. It appears that someone can deceive us by sending horses upwards into the sky. This is extremely confusing, and yet a very strange and rare occurrence. Moon moving on its own. In Japan, someone is making an extremely zoomed video of the moon moving on its own. Unbelievable, right? Well, take a look with your own eyes. At first, it seemed pretty unreal to me as well. However, it can be seen that the moon is moving on its own. Now that seems extremely skeptical, but it's got to be some sort of a supernatural phenomenon or a supernatural occurrence. Something odd is happening in the clouds, which might not make sense to any of us. As the person who is making the video zooms in, we can see that there is a very weird-looking creature amongst the clouds with over 6 legs, moving constantly in a circle. The creature that seems to be moving looks rather like a merry-go-round, making many rounds and circles in one constant place. This looks rather unbelievable and has left the many of us in shock. Shadow-like figure in the sky. You won't believe what happens next. In a video taken by a woman, we can see what appears to be a shadow-like figure flying across the sky right next to her car. It's not smoke coming from anywhere, and you can see it leaving a trail behind. More particularly, this video was taken during a thunderstorm. Therefore, it is even more confusing. There is no proper logical explanation for this particular thing yet. It shocks me as much as it shocks you. Gigantic, monstrous creature. In Thailand, a video can be seen of a huge, monstrous creature in the mountains. Now, if it was a normal human being, nobody could see from such a far distance. However, it proves that whatever that being is in the mountains, it's some sort of monster or a supernatural being. The people can be heard yelling and arguing amongst each other in utter confusion. Regarding this puzzling creature that nobody can make out. If you were out there at this incident, do let us know the full story in the comments below. I have some more hot incidents for you guys on this video, so don't click off just as yet. Blazing meteor heading toward Earth. A blazing fireball is seen making its way towards Earth in Bangkok sky in a dash cam footage. Several amateur videos that capture the same phenomenon from different perspectives suggest that the incident might not have been a burning balloon. It is said that the item was a meteor. At about the same time as the sighting, a satellite reached the Earth's atmosphere. According to someone from the National Astronomical Research Institute of Thailand, the meteor was most likely extraterrestrial and was burning up before it got to Earth. Therefore, thankfully, no significant damage took place. Balloon-like object seen. At the start of this video, there seems to be a balloon hovering very slowly over Everett, Washington. However, as the person recording the video zooms in, we can see that multiple tiny light spots are shining throughout the object.
That's what it looks like. I've never seen anything like it. It had a bunch of sparkling lights on it.
Whatever this thing is, it's not making any noise, like a drone would. So it's not one, and it might not even be a hot air balloon. So what is it? It appears to be a very odd-looking object, which nobody can seem to identify at all. It doesn't stop here, and things get even more strange as I move to the Netherlands. A Dutch person flying on a passenger plane on a Ryanair aircraft captured a very strange-looking object, namely a UFO, through his mobile phone camera from the window. Even when the video is played in slow motion, the object seems to disappear quickly, hence proving that it seems to be flying at very rapid speeds. When the other passengers looked at this UFO, they were all taken aback in confusion. Anybody who would look at something so odd would be in a state of shock. I mean, I definitely would. Dragon spotted in the sky. A big snake-like thing in the sky was seen in a video that a netizen took. Upon closer inspection, we can determine that this item is only floating in the sky and is between 10 to 20 feet long. Since dragons became extinct more than 1,000 years ago, it does not appear to be a dragon. If it is a kite though, what sort of a kite flies to altitudes above 1,000 meters? Worm-like creature found. In Clayville, New York in the United States, something really beautiful and fascinating was caught back in 2019. After being seen in the sky, a worm-like, maybe snake-like creature confused a lot of people. This creature, black in color, had aroused a lot of confusion among people. Instead, this thing resembled a cobra serpent, leaving everyone amazed and shocked as to what it may be. If you think you know what this creature is, do let us know in the comments below. Foot-long scorpion seen in airplane. The menacing foot-long dark black insect was spotted when a passenger opened the overhead bin in a plane after a flight landed in Indonesia. It resembled a poisonous Asian forest scorpion, one of the most aggressive scorpions found there. When the plane had landed and the passengers were unpacking, the scorpion suddenly showed up above the seat, creeping along the side of the compartment with its large pincer and stinging tail prominent before vanishing into the plane's fittings. The scorpion's sting can cause pain, swelling, redness, and numbness that can last several days. When the crew came to check, the scorpion had disappeared. Yikes! UFO disguised as human. Some people have speculated after seeing a video of an odd object in the sky that looks to be a person hovering in mid-air, as to whether the thing in question is a person with amazing talents or a UFO disguised as a human. Some say that it may be an ex-alien visitor who looks like a human, while others think it could be a person with extraordinary powers casually flying among the skies. Though the video seems to be spreading various ideas, there is no logical explanation for this. Mysterious lights in the sky. The mysterious lights, unpredictable motion, and unexplained existence in the heavens caught the interest of several individuals. This sighting coincides with a spike in public interest in UAPs, in part because the US government has acknowledged a number of these inexplicable instances. The word UAP itself indicates originating from the more simplified UFO, implying a less dangerous and more scientific approach to these weird encounters. The source of the light seen in the Instagram video is still completely unknown. However, if you guys have some theories, do let us know in the comments. Angel found in the skies. It has been revealed that there is another item that left many internet users perplexed. A creature with wings in a pearl white hue has been seen on camera. Might it be an angel? This thing, which resembles a man but has wings instead of hands, is seen rising into the sky. Whatever it is, there's no denying that it is supernatural. It has aroused a whole lot of mystery amongst the vast majority of internet users. Unknown flying creature. Another recent video from February 2024 shows something odd floating in the air. Nobody knows what this creature seems to be, and since the video appears to have been filmed at night, it is even more difficult to determine what sort of species it was. However, it is possible that this thing is a human, or it may be an unknown item. Therefore, do let us know in the comments down below what you think this creature may be. The subscribers pick. Coming to the end of this video, another clip appears to show a stranger with extended limbs and legs flying near a structure. Is it a real humanoid or another ghost entity? What do you think of this? Can it be some person that may mysteriously be flying? Nobody has got answers to those questions, and a whole lot of confusion has been gathered amongst the majority of internet users.